Hey, we got a Skype chat going on here. Ramzpaul is with me from Oklahoma, and I'm in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. Ramsey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Hey, I'm just great. I've never had a bad day, actually. Tell me something. What is a Ramzpaul?
Ramzpaul is evil, wicked. He's like the most dangerous man in America. I think that's what they call me. So that you're looking at the evil of the right. So that's what I am.
Evil of the right. How many people watch your show?
Geez, I don't know. Typically a video gets around 10,000 views, but that's just what I see on YouTube. I don't know how many people view it elsewhere. So, but in YouTube, my average video is around 10,000 views.
And how many viewers have you in total? Millions, I understand.
I got like 22,000 subs, yeah. So and in total, I've had about 7 million views or so.
Hey, cool. I like that.
Yeah.
What's the weather like in Oklahoma today?
It's nice, blue sky. It's kind of cool, but blue sky. We have short winters here, so it's not too bad.
I wish I could show you outside here out the window because you'd be pretty glad you are where you are. In any event, tell me a little bit about any hot topic that's going on today. Women. Let's talk about women. I like women. A lot of people say they don't. You hear a lot about that in the press, but give me your views on what would that verbiage be? Feminism or something like that.
You like women? That's like a cisgender privilege. So that's like I know.
I came out of the closet a while ago. I thought I better come out and make the announcement like so many do, and mine was I am straight.
Yeah, I did a video a while back. I called my dad. He wasn't expecting it, and because all these gays and homosexuals would do videos where they call their parents, tell them they're out of their closet. I called my dad. I said, Dad, I just have to come out. I'm cisgender. And he's like, what? What's that?
What is that?
Cisgender, in case people don't know, that's what all these weirdos call normal people. That means you're like a man in a man's body.
Oh,
because
no.
if you're a man in a woman's body, you're transgender, and they don't want to say the word normal. So if you're just like a human in a human body, you're cisgender. You have cis privilege, and so it's very wicked to be cisgender, but that's what I am. I'm like everything wicked. I'm male.
Well,
I'm
I don't
white.
know. You're convincing me now that wicked might be okay.
I like girls, and so if I was gay, at least I could be liked. But I'm just like everything evil. That's what I'm saying. Like the personification of evil. If you look at my eyes, you probably can't see they're blue. So how evil can you be on that? My heritage, I'm half German, so it's
what's
just,
what's the other half?
I did a 23andMe test, a genetic. I was surprised. I think we talked off the air, but I'm a lot Norwegian. I had no idea, but I have a lot of Norwegian blood in me, so that may explain some things too. So.
Well, I told you about Norwegians in my family, and they came over to South Dakota, and they were there for a long, long time. And Norwegians ain't that bright because one day they moved and they went north to Canada. They should have gone south to California. So there you go.
So that's probably my problem. The Norwegian blood in me is causing issues. So.
Yeah, well, that and being straight, and you got a lot of things going against you. So there you go. Tell me about women in terms of the feminism movement. Is there still a movement? Like what's going on out there?
Well, it is. It's just I did a video on Sweden and feminism. In Sweden, they have like cultural Marxism like England, but England is like dull and drab. In Sweden, cultural Marxism is like on acid, on LSD. It's just crazy. They do this wacky stuff. And I did my last video, these feminists, in order to oppose the patriarchy on International Women's Day, which was a communist holiday, by the way, they decided they're going to, drink their, blood.
What?
They drink their menstrual blood as part of their celebration.
Oh, I see. That's a celebration, is this?
Yeah, it's to fight the patriarchy. So yeah. So if you ever go to Sweden, watch out if you order a Bloody Mary. You don't know what you're going to get. So.
Well, the good news
is,
is,
the audience out there.
Yeah, the good thing we're from the Norway part, I guess. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what's going on down there in Oklahoma with regard to politics and the upcoming election here. Well, upcoming, I guess it's actually not to 2016, but you read about it all of the time. That's the differences between Canada and the U.S. with regard to elections are kind of obvious. Up here, we have a 30-day window, and everybody hits the ground running in 30 days. You guys, you start like 2 years before. Is that going on there in Oklahoma?
I guess I don't really pay much attention to politics because I figure if someone that could get in that would change something, they would probably arrest them and put them in jail. So I know on the national level, I guess Hillary is going to be the candidate probably for the Democrats, and she's like, She should be. The Clintons have been around forever, and they just never go away. The Clintons and the Bushes. Ever since I was like a little kid, it seems like there's been Clintons and Bushes around. But it could be like a Bush for the Republican side too, right? I don't know. So in the United States, it's hard to get changed because we're really in a two-party system, and I know in Europe it's more parliamentary, so you can have more different ideas and stuff. But we're kind of stuck with the Democrats and the Republicans. Not that there's a lot of difference between them. I think the Republicans are just a little bit less, advanced than the Democrats is how they look at it. It's kind of like the whole gay marriage thing, right? The Republicans used to be really opposed to it, but now they probably will support it. It's like something they support. As the Democrats, they move on to support, marriage between a man and a horse. Yeah. Republicans will say, no, damn it, we won't tolerate that. We believe in the sanctity of marriage. The marriage is between a man and a woman or a man and a man. So that's how it works. The left always goes left, and the right, they tend to always follow along. They're just a little behind the scenes. But me, I'm just like totally different. I go the other way, so that's why I get hated.
It's easy to get rid of the left. I mean, all you do is give them what they want and let men marry men, and they can have all of our money, and in about 2 generations, they're all gone, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, they like to try to take everyone with them, as we saw in the Soviet Union and China and stuff. They tend to be quite insane when they get into power. And we see that. They're not tolerant people at all. They always preach tolerance. Oh. They're tolerant as long as you say what they agree with. If you don't, off to the death camp to you. And I mean, in some cases literally, but that's how they think. They have like no concept of tolerance of free speech and different ideas. You have to believe what they believe in, otherwise it's hate and you're a Nazi.
They're bullies. Bullies is what they are.
It doesn't make sense. You could say, I support the right to bear arms. You're like, oh, you would. You're a Nazi. That's how they respond to everything. They just hate the Nazi, hate Nazi. That's always what they say to everything to disagree with us. And most of us, we don't know how to handle that. So we're like, no. We get so scared on defensive. So we need to go on the offensive. And that's what I do. And I think that's why they don't like me. I make fun of them and mock them instead of the other way around.
Good for you, because that's needed. Because politically right is right and left is wrong and stupid, and they're just a bunch of bullies. They're out there trying to intimidate, and when they run out of facts, which they do quite quickly, they do what you're saying they do. They call us names and they do all of those bad things. That's a bully, and bullies are bad, and bullies have no sensitivities whatsoever and no minds. Hey, I just repeated what you said because we're on the same page with that.
Yeah, I agree. They're the establishment too now, and it's kind of hard for them because a lot of them came out of the '60s with that. They were the counterculture and all that, and they still want to pretend they're like the radicals, but they're in charge. They control all the institutions now. They control the media. They control the education. So I'm kind of the counterculture right now. People like us are the counterculture, and it's fun because we can make fun of them.
Well, we can only hope that someday people do come out of the ether, but the problem is, the left is so busy giving away things that belong to everybody anyway, saying here's money. They're bribing people with their own stuff, and people buy into that. And I often wonder, though, are people really that stupid? Help me with this. Are they? Like the people that vote, are people really that dumb, or is it the people who count the votes?
Yeah. People are really that dumb. Have you ever been out in the public? They're really that dumb.
Okay, I guess they really are that. I got it. I lost my head there for a minute. Yeah, no, I was just trying to give some good thoughts to bad people there. I've recovered. Thank you for that. Hey, Ramsey, you know what? I could talk to you all day, and we're going to do this again sometime. And let's talk next time when the sun is shining here and the snow is flying in Oklahoma. Oh, let's not wait that long. We'll talk to you sooner than later.
All right.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.